Can I ask you a triggered easily question?
Do it.
Okay. Out of every gun that you own, is this the most expensive handgun that you own?
That is the most, yes.
Okay. If the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow and you're at home, would you pick this gun over everything, being you could only have one? Welcome to Triggered Easily. Welcome back to Triggered Easily, guys. My name is Alex, and as you can see, Richard is not behind the camera with me. However, we have a special guest, LOC Tactical.
Hey guys, my name is Nathan. I'm with LOC Tactical, and we're gonna do some fun shooting. What you got today?
I have a Rock Island 2011, and it's going up against his.
Talk to him. We got a Staccato P here.
Ooh.
And the only difference between this is an adjustable rear sight, so we don't have the Dawson Precision, but we got adjustable rear sight and a X300 to help with recoil management. I like extra weight on the front of the gun.
All right, that looks like it's stock, isn't it?
Completely stock, out of the box. It's about the cheapest 2011 I think you can buy.
One of.
Yeah.
How much was that one?
I want to say I paid like $600 off the door.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And how much was yours?
Mine MSRP is at $2,500. So.
Yeah. So. 5 times the money.
Yeah.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, let's get straight into the video.
I'm gonna take my Staccato, and I'm gonna put 5 rounds on my target. He's gonna put 5 rounds on his target with his Rock Island. Then we're gonna swap, and we're going to go to the target just below. We're gonna put that up on the screen. We're gonna go to our targets just below the ones we shot at, and do another 5-shot group so you can see what the different shot groups look like. So,
all right, y'all, and just for a show real quick, so he is gonna put his 5 shots right here with his Staccato. Alex is gonna put his 5 shots here with his Rock Island. They're gonna switch weapons. Then he's gonna go right here. Alex is gonna go right here.
Okay. Is that 5 or 4?
It's 5.
Okay.
Real quick. Just in case y'all didn't see that, that's the first 5 shots out the Staccato. Now we got Alex that's gonna be shooting right over here.
All right, got the Rock Island. Going for that top right.
All right, y'all, so as y'all can see, the grouping is right here. It's still a good group, but as you can see, that means it's shooting a little bit low.
Also, I have a 10.
All right, now I'm gonna take and shoot the Rock Island Armory, and we're gonna see what kind of shot group I can get with this. Okay.
All right, let's take a look. So as y'all can see, we got the Rock Island shot really good. Looks just like the Staccato grouping. Let's see what Alex can do with his 5 shots with the Staccato.
All right, shooting the Staccato 2011. Man, this is a lighter gun. I can feel it immediately.
All right, so as we can see, here's what we got for the shots.
You're able to shoot that a lot
Some of them
Yes.
went a little bit lower. That's what we're looking at.
So as we can see right here, accuracy-wise, it's close to the same, pretty much from these two. The thing here, his grouping was pretty good. It was something that he mentioned. What did you notice difference whenever you popped from Rock Island over the?
Oh, it's so much easier to shoot, and it gives you more confidence. Now that confidence probably hurt me a little bit because, like my first or second shot, I think are these two, and then I started pulling the gun a little bit faster and brought it down. And I have a tendency, man, to just do that and try to train that out of me, but It is what it is.
So what I'll say is my first thoughts whenever. Okay, yeah, I'm here yelling. So my first thoughts whenever I went and shot the Staccato and then bounced to the Rock Island is like accuracy is close. It's very close. I don't know how it does. So the Rock Island doesn't have a bull barrel. So I don't know what the accuracy is going to do like long term. So I don't know if you get maybe 100 rounds, 500 rounds in, and then the accuracy starts to spread a little bit. But at least on the first, go ahead.
It's actually got 200 rounds through it so far.
Okay, well what I'm saying is like, as you're running hot.
Right.
So I don't know if the accuracy like degrades as you keep running. You go 200 rounds straight or something. I don't know because we haven't done that. But basically, at least first shots, accuracy is pretty similar, at least at 8 yards. But the biggest difference that I noticed was the trigger is very different. The Staccato P trigger, it's very clean break. It's like 3.5 or 4 pounds, something like that. 3.5 to 4 pounds. It feels great. It breaks very cleanly. The recoil impulse is very almost cloud-like between the two, because with the trigger on the Rock Island, I will say, I don't mean to be mean.
No, it's all good.
But it feels like a 4,000 pound trigger. It really does. So I feel, I went and I shot it a couple times prior to shooting it there, and it does feel like I'm trying to squeeze metal, and then all of a sudden it gives away and you fire the round. So I'll say that's a really key difference between those two. And then the recoil impulse. So mine is actually aluminum frame with the steel slide. This is a steel frame, steel slide. So you would think that the recoil between the two would be, the Rock Island would have a better recoil impulse, but the recoil impulse from the Rock Island is actually worse. And the reason why I think that is because of the guide rod that's used between the two. So the spring, I think you have a much better spring in the Staccato P than you do in the Rock Island. So that is my first takeaway from what we've seen so far. What about you? What is your takeaway?
I can't articulate my words like that, but but yeah, no, the Staccato is much easier to shoot, and lighter trigger. It's obviously a better gun, like hands down. But again, you're talking about 5 times the cost. So
what I will say, just from this, we're gonna run a few more drills here in a second, just to feel it out a little bit more. But just like initial thoughts, the Staccato is definitely a bump up. So I've probably, up until this point, I've put almost somewhere between 2,500 to 3,000 rounds to it so far. And I will say that at least from my initial review, whenever I was talking about how the Staccato did not necessarily surprise me like I thought it would, I will say that the more I've shot it, the better it gets and the more I start to enjoy it. But the price tag still does hurt. But if you're going to take the price tag for the accuracy that you're going to get, for a double stack, so for the nostalgia purposes, you want something that's 1911-esque, but also has a much higher round capacity. I would say if you're not wanting to spend that money and you just want to have the 1911 platform, you just want to have more rounds in there, you just want to have fun, I would say get the Rock Island. But if you're wanting to get something that I think you'll enjoy like a lot more long term, and you'll enjoy that recoil impulse, you'll enjoy, you still get the same round count, or close to. How many rounds do you get?
19.
19? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I get 17. Yeah, I get 17. See, I know my gun. Yeah, I put that many rounds through it, and I don't even know how many it holds. But so you get a little more ammo capacity. But if the whole reason you're buying the gun is for shootability and user enjoyment, I would definitely recommend Staccato P. But let's run a little bit more. Let's run a few more drills and just see what we think. All right, we're just going to do a little bit of walking and shooting, just test out our accuracy with it while we're on the move, just see how we do with that. So we'll do 10 rounds. So punch out 10 rounds before you get to the star. All right.
All right.
Okay. All righty. All right. 10 rounds before you get to the start. There you go.
Nope, there's none. Here, take the fresh mag.
Wait a second. Do these ones take? Because these are supposed to take these mags. Okay, guess not.
I didn't know it was long.
Oh no.
I got a mallet.
Because these 2011, all 2011s are supposed. These are like universal mags. So this definitely doesn't like these mags. Because these are supposed to go into your. I think that's 2011. That's Wilson Compact. Everything. All these mags are supposed to go in.
It might because that one has it slightly deeper.
It
For
could
the
be.
19?
Oh yeah, with the 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you took. All right.
On you?
Yep. You ready?
On you? Yep.
Okay. Okay.
On you?
So, what do you think was the big difference between the Rock Island when you were walking and the Staccato when you were walking?
Well, it has a heavier trigger, like you said, and I feel like I'm just maybe more used to that.
Maybe the light trigger is running away with him.
Yeah, I feel way more confident with the Staccato because it feels like
I run faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously both of them are nice. It's just like we were saying that trigger pull is vastly different. But I mean, you could still put rounds on target. That's not a problem. The one thing, I'll walk over here for a second. I will show you this. I'm guessing that it might be because it's a MIM part, or just because they're trying to do. Okay, just because they're trying to punch out a whole bunch more of them. What a big difference is this paddle right here for the safety. This paddle is a little bit smaller. That's a big difference. I definitely like a wider paddle for sure, but you can definitely the audible click that you have it feels just slightly different. Like it has a little bit more of a fuzziness rather than it being a firm on off. Whereas the Staccato definitely has a very positive feel going on and off. There is no give, there's no play, there's no it's like I'm just making up an adjective right now. There's no fuzziness when you start rolling that up and down. Do you feel it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I feel it. I ride this obviously. I mean that's the only way to shoot them, but but yeah, yours is definitely wider.
Yeah. Did you whenever you started? It's not a whole bunch wider, but look here. Take a look. You have the lines indicating how far out it is.
Sun real quick. So
Move it into
we're
the
in the
sun.
shade.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Here, let me see. There we go. Here we go.
Perfect.
So you can see those lines. There's only two or three. There's only 2 or 3 grooves showing how far out this safety goes, whereas there's like 5 or 6. So there's a big difference between the two as far as how much space you have to ride that thumb on. So I will say, preference-wise, I do prefer the Staccato over the Rock Island. The big question though is the price point.
Yeah.
So, do you think that your Rock Island Armory is worth the $600?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good gun. I mean, it's been pretty reliable. We don't have 1,000 rounds through it yet or anything like that. We did do a video we never posted, but it shot perfect. It hasn't not locked back. It hasn't had one single issue the whole entire time.
No malfunctions so far?
No malfunctions at all.
And we didn't have any malfunctions whenever we were running all those drills and stuff that we were doing. Question for you: do you think Staccato P is worth the money?
See, I'm a budget-friendly kind of person, and I don't. To spend $2,500 on a gun or more, it would have to blow my mind.
Okay, so you're saying to you, well, is it all right if I say the average end user?
Yeah.
Okay, so to the average end user, do you think that it's worth the $2,500? You say no.
No, because like you saw, it didn't make me a perfect shot. Mm-hmm. So, yes, it's more expensive. Yes, it feels better. Yes, there's a lot of things I like over the 2011. I mean the Rock Island 1911, 2011. But in my mind, I just couldn't spend that much money unless it's something that just blows me away.
So I think we can agree to that end that I think that the Staccato P is a phenomenal 2011. I really do. I think it's a great gun. The average individual whose budget for a pistol is between $600 to $800, we'll say $600 to $900, okay? So the average end user is probably going to spend somewhere between $600 to $900 for their striker fired or for an all-right 1911 from like Kimber or...
got a couple of those.
What's their names? Springfield. Yep. So that's what the average end user is going to buy. So I would say for the average end user that's wanting to look for a budget-friendly option, I would say that, yeah, you can take that if you need it. I would say that this would not necessarily be worth it, because we don't want you to go broke over a gun that's not going to probably fulfill everything you think it's going to fulfill. But here's the big caveat: if you have the money and you want to get one of these, I highly recommend that you do. Because if you have the money, if you go and you are interested in a Staccato P, 100% get it. And the reason why I say this is because it's in your budget to get it. And it does shoot phenomenally better than the Rock Island Armory. Can I agree with?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
But a lot of people, so in my first video, I think everybody missed this. The point is that the Staccato P does not make you a 2,000% better shooter. It's just a much better gun to shoot. It really is. Because you have better trigger pull than a striker fired, because commonly your striker fired pistol is going to be anywhere from like 5 pounds-ish to, because that could be plus or minus a half a pound,
right,
up to some really bad ones at 7 pounds. You know, you can have some really bad ones. But
we have a P320, 250, P250, and that thing's got like a 12-pound trigger. It's insane. It's like a revolver. It's pretty bad.
So, but that's the short summary of it is: if you don't have the money for Staccato, don't go buy one, because you won't. The return value for how much you'll enjoy is not there. But get something like this. And even what's their names? Springfield just came out with a really nice double stack 1911. That's cheaper than this. If your budget calls for $1,900, then I'd go that route. But if you can afford it, it's worth it. But I say it's only worth it if you can afford it. You agree?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. And can I ask you a triggered easily question?
Do it.
Okay. Out of every gun that you own, is this the most expensive handgun that you own?
That is the most, yes.
Okay. If the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow and you're at home, would you pick this gun over everything, being you can only have one?
Okay, so that's a tricky question because there's a lot of things to consider.
We're talking Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, so, okay. I would say if it's an entire zombie apocalypse, I would not run with it, because I now have to abandon my house. If it's one gun, okay, I have to abandon my house. I'm more than likely I'm going to have to get somewhere that's remote, like, you know, wherever you end up going, it's got to be somewhere remote. It's got to be the traditional zombie movie. So you're going to end up somewhere remote. You're going to have to pick up somebody else's mags off the ground. I would have to go with my Glock 17 that I have, but it's only because I don't have the luxury. Now, if you were to ask me, you're a cop and you're going to use it, I would say out of all the guns I have, I would use this as law enforcement. I would use it as SWAT. I would use it as law enforcement. 1,000%, because you cannot go wrong with the benefit of that trigger and the reliability to the Staccato name and manual safety. And it's proven that manual safeties, whenever somebody tries to run up and steal it from you, it takes a lot more time for them to be able to clear that, because very few people actually know how to run a 1911. It's almost like a manual transmission now.
Yep.
So I would say if I'm law enforcement, or if I'm just the average individual who's just, you know, defending my house, I would pick up the Staccato 2011 without even a consideration.
Perfect.
But once I'm outside and I'm running around for my life, it's got to be a Glock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I know it's a silly question, but our viewers need to know.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. If I'm especially in an area like this with all this sand and dirt and grime, yes, I want something that I'm not gonna have to clean very much.
Perfect.
All right.
Well, that's the end of this video, guys. Definitely go follow us on our socials. Hit that super thanks if you'd like to, and we'll see you in the next one. Triggered Easily.
And it was nice working with you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a fist bump. And I'll get a handshake. Haha, because I can't leave them sitting like that. But we thank you guys for dropping by. Definitely check out their channel. Check out my channel. If you're not already on my channel, or otherwise I have to come through there and beat you up. No, I'm just kidding. But we appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the video. Have a great one.